Don Rush here at West Coast Classic Cougar. Another little short video here. I want to talk about center caps today. I'm putting new wheels and tires on my Cougar. I do that every 6 months or so. One of the advantages of owning the candy store is you get to sneak in the evenings and weekends and indulge, and it's a legitimate write-off. So putting these 69 Shelby facsimile wheels on, 15.7s, and one problem we've had over and over the years is people calling and saying, I put on my center caps and I got 20 miles down the road and they just fell off and spun off into the ditch. They're defective. Well, actually they aren't. These are the best iteration of center caps that have ever been done in the reproduction market. The originals were pretty chintzy. They were snap-on. The problem with snap-on is when you went to snap them off, those tiny little areas that were swedged in that held the spring steel clip stayed with the wheel. So you'd have to reach in and squeeze these tabs and push it out as opposed to pull it out. The next iteration of reproduction had two little screws, and they were cumbersome to say the least. But these, check these out. Scott Drake. Look how they've attached this steel plate here. You got 6 heat peen studs there, and then you got 4 screws. The problem we're having over and over is people think these should be tight. Your goal when you put this on is to see how loose you can get it. I know that's counterintuitive, but us car guys tend to like to over tighten stuff. I see it on fender extensions all the time. You'll see it dimpled where they've ratcheted on those 7/16 nuts from the backside so bad that you're ruining the fender extension. So here's how you do it. I bought my Scott Drake set, and they come in 3 different varieties. This resembles the original, these real low profile squared off ones. This resembles a Magnum cap, and this too resembles a low profile Magnum cap. They got the Kitty, the Mercury Man, black, blue, and red. And what I do is I buy the Legendary Wheel adapter kit. These have a deeper profile and go deeper into these cast aluminum wheels, unlike style steel wheels. It's just a thick casting there. Now, the originals could work too. And notice this one comes with real low profile flathead screws. You know, why would they do that? Well, with the original 15.7 Magnum wheels, they had very little clearance with that dust cap. So that's why they did these little low profile flathead screws. But for today's application, turns out I don't need the deeper ones. I buy them anyway. Just you know, when you go to mount your wheels and tires, they're cheap for a set. And if you're buying a full set of lug nuts and caps and wheels from us, you know, feel free to say, damn it, that's a lot of money for a set of wheels. Why don't you just give me those adapters for free? And if the salesman at West Coast Classic Cougar is doing his job, he'll probably say, absolutely, you're a good customer. That's a lot of money. You're getting the adapters for free. So anyway, but rambling on here, here's what I found. The adapters come with multiple screws. And in this application, I found that the machine screw works best. And I'm not going to use this little lock washer. And I'm not going to use Loctite. You might choose otherwise. That's great. Loctite doesn't cost much. But in all the years I've been doing this, and again, I switch wheels and tires sometimes every 6 or 9 months, I never lose caps. And they never, ever break off on me. So we're going to get this. You got to kind of balance it here with your fingertip. Get that first screw in there. Get it in place. Hold it in place. And you know, here's another thing. Don't let the tire guy do it. When you bring the wheels and tires, maybe you should be the one putting the center caps on, because he isn't going to watch this video. He doesn't know. He's going to think tighter is better. So I can just see I got very little screw space there. Why do I not want many threads to catch? Because look at the depth there. If I go too much further than what the spacer plate thickness is, that's not a spacer plate, backing plate, I'm going to dimple the face of this. So you got to make sure and not have pointed screws. and not have too long of screws, or you'll have little dimples in your center cap. That makes some people mad too. So let's get that on there. Let's get the center cap all lined up. And again, I'm just gonna, that's it. You saw I turned it just a few times, and this is how much tighter I'm gonna go when it hits bottom. I'm gonna go that much, period, stop. I know you're gonna wanna go tighter because tighter makes you feel better, but it isn't in this case. Again, our goal is not to see how tight we can get it. Our goal is to see how loose we can keep it. Just that much. See, I just barely touched it. Your goal is to where it just barely doesn't spin. Just barely. And if you could get it to spin a little bit, that'd probably be okay. But anyway, I hope that helps you. And a little hint here, don't know when you're watching this video, but Scott Drake Enterprises has been purchased by Holley. And unfortunately, Holley says, hey, if we're not selling $25,000 worth of any given part in a year, yeah, we're going to axe it, which is the wrong way to come at this hobby, in my opinion. So pretty soon, you're going to see more and more of these become obsolete. Like this is a slow seller right here. A lot of people don't want the Mercury Man, they want the cat, and blue isn't that popular. So if you want a set of these caps, I'd move sooner as opposed to later at CougarPartsCatalog.com. Thanks for watching.